Well guys, you know what? Looks like I actually got a Jordan on release day and I'm pretty excited, so let's go ahead and check it out. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. And guys, as you saw from the intro, we are looking at the Jordan 5 in the Jade Horizon colorway. And guys, I have to say that this is one that's been on my radar since, you know how Jordan does those. I don't know if they do it every quarter or for every season where they start showing the previews of the upcoming colorways and upcoming models. This one, I remember when we did a episode of Sneaker History Podcast that we talked about these when it just, again, in those future releases, and this one just caught my eye. Now guys, I am not a Jordan 5 fan, I should say. I don't hate the shoe, but I'm not a big fan of the sneaker itself. I've had one pair before, the black metallics. Didn't really wear them a lot, so I ended up selling them off, but this particular color just made me, I gravitated towards it really heavily, and I was like, you know what, I have to try to get this one. And I didn't know if I would actually be able to, knowing how hard it is to get Jordans on release day. And again, to my surprise, I was able to pick these up with zero hassle. Now we're not going to get crazy. I didn't get them from the sneakers app. I actually got them from Lapstone and Hammer. Very easy checkout process. I mean, I can't complain. Now, before we get directly into the shoe, I wanted to show you guys the box, which is pretty cool. I know they've been using this for a little while now. This is my first time getting the box, but this is really cool. I really like how they have like the different Nike or the Jordan ads, I should say. Some of the kind of initial drawings of different sneakers like the Jordan 11, Jordan 3, a lot of different things. It's really cool. I really like the box. I think this is a really cool collector piece. Just, you know, people do like the boxes. This was one nice to have in your collection. Now the actual color for this one is going to be the Jade Horizon in Desert Sand. And of course, I got it in my true size, a size 10. But let's get into it, because looking at this sneaker, of course, you're gonna see, oh, okay, so it's a green Jordan 5, whatever. The reason behind this sneaker to be, I guess, pre-vintage. Nike and Jordan are really good at riding the wave of what people, or not say what people like, but what is trendy at the moment. And pre-vintage or doing the vintage customs is a big thing right now for sneaker collectors, sneaker wearers, whatever it may be. A lot of people are doing that. So just like Nike trying to make the biggest, you know, impact or have the biggest slice of pie, they're gonna go ahead and, of course, give you those different options when it comes to that type of setup. Now, I'm not a big fan of that all the time. It works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. But in this case, I think it really works. So the description of the shoe really reads off that, hey, some shoes, and I'm paraphrasing here by the way, some shoes look better with time and age, and the real goal is to show how a sneaker can look good over time, and this one, of course, the Jordan 5. Which you guys can clearly see, one of the big takeaways was, hey, let's make sure we can show that oxidation of the plastic pieces in the translucent sole and make it look good, and they actually did that. Something that you typically see on a Jordan 5 with these different plastic pieces, like on the window here, the cage, it is gonna, that clear mesh, that clear netting turns into a yellow, which is already done here. You're gonna have that same yellowing done, the oxidation color on the lace lock as well, along with the different eyelets. So that's, you know what, I think they captured that color very well. And this is done in a way that's not just thrown out in front of you, just like in your face. I think it's done very subtly to look like it is all put together. Now, the Jade Horizon color we're looking at, that is going to be I guess the upper affected by nature. So we have the plastic affected by oxidation, and then the upper that just really gets faded by many wears, the sun, elements, all those good things. And that's why you have this kind of faded jade color, which looks very nice. It's very muted. And honestly, guys, when I look at this shoe, just that color, just how everything really blends together nicely, I think, and don't think I'm crazy, I'm not jumping out the window on this one, but I think this is gonna be a color that people will look back on more fondly some years from now. I really wanna put it in the category, not above it, but in the category of maybe like the Fear 5. A shoe that was not a traditional colorway, not an OG colorway, but it just had something special about it where people really gravitated towards it. It's not something we talk about a lot, but it's something that collectors out there do like to have in their collection. It's something that after a while it's like, man, these are just great looking shoes. And I think this may fall into that type of category down the line. It's gonna have appreciation after the fact. Now we're gonna have that same Jade Horizon color on the laces here, a bit flat lace, and this is the only lace you do get in the box. And under that, you're gonna have your traditional Jordan 5 tongue, where you're gonna have that same kind of clear netting underneath the laces here. Again, It has an oxidation treatment done to it to where it has that yellowing already. And then of course you're going to have that 3M or reflective tongue here with the white Jumpman logo right there. Very nice. The materials on the upper, the Jade Horizon color, is like a smooth nubuck. Let me take the little shoehorn out. It's not bad. Not bad material. It's gonna crease like nobody's business. I know that much. It's just 5. You can already tell, like, I've already just tried them on and you can see there's a little bit of a crease right there, but I don't mind. That's not something that's gonna bother me whatsoever because I'm gonna wear them and creases happen, and especially with this shoe that's supposed to show like the beauty of a sneaker as it gets older, I think that crease is just gonna enhance the look of this sneaker, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like, you know, a couple months, maybe a couple years down the line when I get some real wears in. Now the inside, the sock liner looks to be, I don't know what the actual color is, guys. You know, let me see this box again. What we call it, desert sand. So I don't know if the desert sand's gonna be talking about the oxidation color here or the inside, because the back of the tongue tag, or I'm sorry, the back of the tongue, of course, having your upside down Air Jordan logo in black and white, it is not actually like a white or gray. It almost has like a sand color, but it also doesn't match the rest of the sock liner, which is almost like a white that has fading from the jade color inside the shoe. So I don't know. That's really, I actually kind of like that though, because again, shows that age, and that's what happens when you wear the sneakers. So if that was intentional, I think well done. I'll give you guys your props when you deserve them. Well done, because that shows how the inside of the shoe does change color after a lot of wears. It's not purely white. So again, if that was the case, I applaud the effort, because that's really putting the eye on detail. So that's really cool. Now we're gonna get down to our midsole, which is a traditional Jordan 5 midsole, which I cannot remember the fighter jet that it's supposed to take cues from, so I apologize, don't kill me in the comments, but it does have the teeth on the outside. Is it what was the Mustang, the fighter jet? I can't remember. If I find information, I'll pull on the screen, but it does have that fighter jet resemblance where you have, again, the teeth on the outsole here. And that's gonna be done in kind of a, not a pure white, but again, almost like an off-whitish eggshell color with the black splatter paint to go ahead and accent the full black midsole we're getting with, of course, our visible air unit. And the air unit color in there is probably hard to see even with the close-up shot. It's just white, so we probably won't get a B-roll shot of that because there's nothing special in there. But as we go down to that outsole, again, that oxidation shows up. Boom, in the translucent pods, which looks spectacular to me. I love the way this looks. I am not a fan of the icy blue outsole. The only shoe I really kind of liked it on was the 2011 Jordan 11. That was probably the only time I really liked that icy blue outsole, but this is where it's at. I love the almost yellowing color already, because when it's clear, that yellow, and it didn't have that blue tint, it turns this yellow color. It looks good with the shoe. It's something, it just gives it, again, more character. Now you're gonna have your Jumpman logo right underneath that outsole, very visible in black, looks like. We're gonna have our Jordan done up here that is gonna be embossed into the, or pressed into the rubber. And you can have your heel translucent piece, again, done in an oxidized color. And of course, herringbone traction. So I guess if you wanted to play in them, go for it. You're gonna have your air units. Of course, the visible air unit in the heel, and I want to say there's a air unit in the forefoot, but I'm not too sure if they do that in the retros. Now guys, Jordan 5s have always fit true to size for me. I guess everyone's different. I know Jordans are weird, certain numbers for me as well. Some of them I have to go half size down, but this one, 5s, I fit true to size, and that's the way I like to fit in them. But I guess if you want a more snug, go down half a size. Wider foot people, just try them on if you can, but always suggest half size up. But overall, guys, I really enjoy this sneaker. I haven't really got a ton of wears out of it just yet. It's been just kind of cruddy weather, and I really haven't had the chance to wear it. I don't want to just, first wear it, get rain all over them, but I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna put some, miles on them, because this is just a nice shoe. I think is going to go with a lot of things. Even though it is that green color, it's so muted and so faded that I think you can pull it off with a lot of different outfits and just have it more of an accent piece. So I'm actually impressed by this one. I hope that everybody who wanted them got them, because they again seemed easier to get. Not easy, but easier. But the price point of $200 is a little high. I will say, if you missed out, resale prices aren't terrible. I want to say, my size on GOAT was $230, so 30 over retail plus the fees. So you're probably looking more like 50 to 60 over retail after all said and done. So it's a great shoe. If you like it, you like it. I think you have to really want to jump ship to a different color. I know a lot of people like the OGs and really want to stick to that. route, but definitely try it out. I think it's a good shoe to have in a collection. Again, I think one is going to have a lot of love in the future as opposed to now, because there's just so many things coming out. People didn't really have the chance to really sit and really like, oh, I like this shoe. So I think when that happens, when people kind of simmer down and can revisit it, it's going to be a shoe that people are going to want in their collection. And let me know what you guys think of it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want a pair? Did you get your pair? Was it easy to get your pair? Let me know, guys. I love hearing from you. I appreciate all the support. And until next time, see ya.